What's up, everybody? It's Steve the Hurricane here, and with today's episode of A Drink with the Hurricane, I want to remind you and urge you to right now make sure you are registered for the virtual boot camp Embracing Change from Pandemic to Profitability this September 17th and 18th. All new content on how you can scale and grow your home care business during the COVID-19 pandemic. Drink with the Hurricane, the home care sales and marketing talk show that discusses all things growing your home care business. Creating champions. These are the marketing initiatives, the nuts and bolts, what we have to do every single week to be successful. Number one, we have to see people. All right. So I'm going to put this into two different categories. All right. Owner, who's doing the marketing, and then the rep, full time, right? So if you're the owner who does the marketing, you should see 15 to 25 people face to face. That's what this F to F stands for. 15 to 25 people face to face every single week. You see 15 to 25 people face to face every single week, you're going to start to get business. Full-time marketing reps, I want you seeing 35 to 45 people face to face every single week. You see that many people every week, I know you're going to get the business that you're after. This is obviously not during lockdown time, but when the lockdown and the restrictions, when we get through this as a nation and internationally, this is the numbers that you need to do every single week. Now, on top of this are several other activities that we need to do to generate the referrals and develop the relationships that lead to the referrals that we're trying to get. One, networking event. Every single week, we should go to a networking event. I just spent 90 minutes with you earlier today teaching you how to create power partners. And if you remember when I was teaching you how to create power partners, I said you got to go to networking events. If you don't go to networking events regularly, you're going to have a very difficult time creating power partners. It all starts from networking. Tomorrow, when I go over how to develop a referral source, I'm going to teach you how to take the networking event and then schedule a tour and what to do on a tour that's going to help you to get into that account. So if you're not going to networking events, you're missing out. You need to go to a networking event every single week. One community event every single week on top of the networking. So a networking event is exactly it, a networking event. Then there's a bunch of community events. A community event could be like a wine and cheese tasting at an assisted living, or a dine and dash at a skilled nursing facility, or a CEU event that a group of people, you and your power partners, put together at a restaurant. You know, one of my great clients down in South Jersey, I'm going to talk about her a little bit later on today in greater detail. It's so unfortunate, but she created a whole power partner team. This is a marketing rep. Danielle is her name. Hi, Danielle. I'm sure you're watching. When I went to their office back in October, I had a meeting with two of their potential power partners, and we laid out this whole plan for the first quarter of this year where every month they were doing a different event. And it was a CEU event, it was a networking event, it was some kind of activity for the seniors. But every month, December, January, February, they had an event. And then in March, they were going to take everybody to the world famous Lobster House down in Cape May, New Jersey. And they were going to take everybody out and do this. And unfortunately, they had to cancel it. It was supposed to be last week, but with the coronavirus and everything, they decided to cancel it. And I'm hoping they're planning something like that again, but do it in the end of May, like the week before Memorial Day, so we can get through all of this stuff, like plan for it, then talk to the restaurant. Danielle, you'll probably get a great deal. Make that happen, Danielle. But that's an example of a community event. And so she's going to these events. That's how she's making these relationships. I used to go to these events. All of my clients go to these events. That's going to help you to give the opportunities to get in front of people. The next one One L in L, lunch and learn. One in-service lunch and learn every single week. A lunch and learn in-service is the only time that we have an audience of professionals who could refer us, who are there for the purpose of hearing what we have to say about our company. Now, in the program, Fast Start, Lesson 6, I teach you how to do the 25-minute lunch and learn. Tomorrow, as part of how to develop a referral source, I will skim through that as part of that 90-minute session. But you really want to make sure you know how to do a proper lunch and learn in service. When you do it the way that I teach my clients here, you will 50% of the time walk out with a referral in hand.